Okay, Assalamualaikum. Okay, we continue discussion of tutorial chapter 1 SK015 SK015 for hour 4 number 16. Define the term molality and percentage by mass. So CO1 you only need to refer to the to your book or you need to remember this term. Okay, molarity and percentage by mass as follows. Number 17. Okay. The question. So from the data given, calculate the molarity of the solution, percentage by mass, mole fraction and molality. So the first is molarity. So from the data, 167 gram copper sulfate, 820 milliliter solution. Density is 1.195 gram per milliliter. Calculate the following. So for molarity first, molar mass of the copper sulfate is given, and then we can calculate molar mass of the copper sulfate. Molar mass copper plus sulfur plus 4 oxygen 159.7 gram per mole, and then from the mass of the copper sulfate we can identify the mole. 167 gram divided by 159.7, we can get the mole of the copper sulfate. So from the mole, you can calculate the molarity. So mole over volume of the solution given 820 milliliter change to liter, because molarity is mole per liter of solution. So the molarity is 1.28 molar. So molarity, remember, mole over volume in liter. Volume must be in liter. Then B, percentage by mass. So the mass of the percentage by mass is percentage of copper sulfate over percentage of the solution. So given to you the density of solution, density is 1.195 gram per milliliter, right? So the formula of density is mass of solution over volume of solution. So from this formula we can identify how much the mass of the solution. So mass of solution is from this is 979.9 gram mass of solution. So we can identify percentage by mass by divide percentage of the solid over percentage of solution times 100. So the answer is 17%. C, mole fraction. So mole fraction for each component. So what is the component of the solution? We have copper sulfate first, and then H2O. Copper sulfate and H2O. So the first is for H2O, you can identify for H2O by subtract the volume of solution minus volume of solute. You can identify this is volume of solvent. Volume of solvent. Solvent is H2O. This is solvent. So in the solution you have solute and solvent. So how much solvent? So percentage by mass, we can identify the mole of H2O equal to 45.1611, and mole of copper sulfate is 1.045 mole. Mole equal to. So the mole fraction for this, mole fraction is mole of, first for mole of copper sulfate and then divide by summation of mole of copper sulfate and H2O. Summation equal to 0.0026, and mole of H2O, mole fraction for H2O, 1 minus 0.0226 equal to 0.9774. Tak tahulah kenapa dekat dalam iPad ni dia tak tunjuk semua Microsoft punya. Dia ada benda yang tinggal saya kena tambah guna red pen ni lah. Satu tolak 1 minus copper sulfate, you can identify the H2O punya lah. This is for copper sulfate, this is for H2O. And then the last one is molality. Molality is mass of mole of solute divide by mass of solvent. So mole of solute, mass of solvent in kilogram. Pun dapat dah. So mole of solute, before this you already know, and mass of solvent also we already know. So you just insert in the formula 1.29 molal. Number 18. Given calculate the number of mole of NaOH used. So you have 98 gram water at 35 degrees Celsius. NaOH dissolved in 98 grams. So this is solvent. The final volume of NaOH is 100 milliliter. At first, so this is the volume of solution. Volume of solution NaOH plus H2O. Given the density of solution is 1.33 gram per milliliter at 35 degrees Celsius, calculate the number of mole. How much mole used in the solution? So at first, from the density, we can identify what is the mass of the solution. We already know the volume of solution. So we need to know the mass of solution. So mass of solution using the formula of density, we can get the mass of solution is 1.133 gram. The mass of solution is mass of solute plus mass of solvent. So mass of NaOH plus mass of solvent. So we already know the mass of the solvent is 98 gram. So from this we can identify what is the mass of NaOH. So mass of NaOH is 35 gram. So change the mass of NaOH to mole, because the question want to know calculate number of mole of NaOH. Change mass to number of mole, divide by molar mass equal to 0.875 mole. Ini 0.875 mole. Okay. Number 19. Student prepare 250 ml or 0.25 molar lead nitrate solution. So you need to prepare 250 ml of 0.5 molar lead nitrate solution. Okay. Calculate the mass of plumbum nitrate required for this solution. Based on the information in A, give two main steps that should be carried out to prepare the solution. Main step. Okay. So first, calculate the mass of plumbum sulfate. How much plumbum sulfate you need to weigh to get this amount of volume and concentration. So at first, molarity is mole of plumbum nitrate divided by the volume of solution. So how much mole in this solution? We already know the molarity, and we already know the volume. Volume is 250 milliliter. It means from the volume and the molarity, we can identify the mole. The mole is 0.0625 mole. So from the mole, change the mole to mass is 20.7 gram. This is the amount of plumbum nitrate you need to weigh from the analytical balance. And then what is the step? Step 1. Okay, add 20.7 gram of aluminum nitrate must be dissolved in small amount of this water, and then transfer it to the volumetric flask. So this water added to the volumetric flask until the graduated mark. Okay, this is 2 step used to additive to get the volume and the concentration needed. Okay, number 20. 20 cm3 of perfume contain 28 cm3 of alcohol. What is the concentration of alcohol by volume in this solution? This is alcohol. What is the concentration of alcohol by volume? Like this is percentage by volume. Okay. So you need to know the formula: percentage by volume, volume of alcohol divide by volume of solution times 100. So volume of alcohol is 28 cm3 alcohol, divide by volume of all solution is 20 times 100. So the answer is 14%. Percentage by volume, volume of the solid divided by volume of solution. This indicate that there is 14 cm3 of alcohol in 100 cm3 of perfume. Ini maklumat yang boleh dapat daripada percentage of volume. 21. KST acid density is 1.049 gram per milliliter. A 10 ml of pure acetic acid is pipetted in 100 milliliter volumetric flask and distilled water is added to the calorimetric mark. Calculate the molarity of the solution produced. So how much the new solution what is the molarity of the new solution? This is the formation dilution process. So the density of given the density of solution to identify how much the mass of the solution. So the mass how much the mass of the solute. So the mass of solid is 10.49 gram. So divide, because this is pure. Pure means not solution. This is solute. Pure. Pure means solute, not solution. That's why this is the density of this solute, not density of solution. So because we already know the density, we can identify the mass of the solute, that is 10.49 gram. To change the mass of the solid to mole, 0.1748. So this is the mole of the solid. So what is the volume? Volume from the volumetric flask. Volumetric flask is 100 milliliter. So mole divided by volume in liter, change the milliliter to liter, 0.1 liter. Okay, so we get the answer 1.75 molar. Okay. So density, this density is density of solute, not density of solution, because it state in the question pure acetic acid means nothing added, only the solute, not the solvent. Okay, thank you for our 4.